Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. Just wanted to jump on and share this exciting, cute card that I designed today. So I'm using a combination of the Stargazing stamp set and the Itty Bitty Christmas. I'm actually using the framelits that go with the bundle. So as usual with our Stampin' Up! Products, if you purchase in a bundle, you will save 10%. So the Itty Bitty Christmas comes with all these background dies, which are absolutely fabulous. So I'm actually going to use this one here today in my card. So I've chosen Flirty Flamingo, I've got our Smoky Slate cardstock as my base, and I've got some Whisper White as my layer. So we're going to stamp with our Smoky Slate. I'm going to use out of our Stargazing stamp set, I'm going to use the large stamp, and I'm just going to ink that up and stamp that right in the middle of that Whisper White sheet of cardstock. Okay, and this is just going to give us a spray of stars all around. Okay, now also in that stamp set we have another little spray of flowers, stars, and I'll use that as we go on a little bit further. I'm going to cut out this beautiful framelit so you can see exactly how gorgeous this is. I'm going to cut out 2 of them for my card. So I'm just going to bring in the Big Shot and pop that in view. I've got my magnetic platform, and I'm just going to line that up on some basic grey cardstock like so. And I'm just going to run that through backwards and forwards because it is a detailed die. So I'm actually going to run it through once and back through the other way. And then I'm going to turn it over and double check that that has cut out nicely. And it has. So I'll be able to pull that out. And you've got this gorgeous spray of foliage. Okay, I'm going to pop that through again and cut out a second one. Okay. So like so, once again, pop it on, and I'm popping it to the outside of my Big Shot machine as there is more pressure out there. So the more detailed dies that you have, you make sure you put it to the outside edge of your Big Shot machine to get it to cut through nicely. So run it through backwards and forwards, double check that that's cut through, which it has. And I'm going to pop that out of my cardstock and pop it aside for my card. Okay, I'm going to pop the Big Shot out of the way now, and we're going to get back to designing this card. Okay, so I have a piece of Flirty Flamingo here that I'm going to emboss with my Versamark ink. So I'm going to, Versamark ink is a clear sticky ink, and I'm going to use my embossing buddy first. That makes sure that we have no greasy marks or fingerprints on our piece of cardstock. So I'm just going to ink that up, and I'm going to pop that in the middle. It says, if you can dream it, you can do it. Now, I'm actually making these for my customer thank you cards because I think it's absolutely awesome sharing the crafting experience. So I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of paper and pop under there, and I'll grab my silver embossing powder. So shake that on, pick it up, and you can see that because I've used my embossing buddy, I don't have any embossing powder stuck anywhere where I don't want it to be. Okay, so I'll just pop that embossing powder back into my jar. Okay. And I'll bring in the heat tool and we will heat emboss. Now, if you've never heat embossed before, this is the bomb of card making. I do mine from behind. I hold my heat gun underneath and do it from behind. That way you don't blow around any of your embossing powder, and you'll see it still heats and melts. So what actually happens is the heat melts the powder into that Versamark sticky ink. So the actual trick of embossing is to make sure it goes bubbly, and then it will go clear and smooth, like nice and smooth and shiny. That's when you know you've heated it enough, okay? So it bubbles first and then goes really nice and smooth. So that's our sentiment that we're going to pop across the middle of our card. And we're going to arrange these sprays underneath this sentiment. So I want one to spray up through there, and I want this other one, I'm going to cut that one down because I don't need all of that. I'm going to cut that down like so, and I'm probably going to have that one coming down through here. So my sentiment's going to cover over where they overlap. Now with this star stamp that I said that I had, I'm now going to randomly, with my, if I can get my Flirty Flamingo out, with my Flirty Flamingo, I'm actually going to stamp, without bumping all that, I'm going to stamp some random Flirty Flamingo stars in around here. Okay, so just to add a little bit of interest. So that's where that's going to go up through there. I might even pop another one out over there. And I'm going to do the same down through the bottom. So I'm actually going to add some out through here and through there. Okay. And then I'm going to be able to pop that over the top. So that's coming together nicely. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do to adhere those to my Whisper White layer, I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue here in the center because I'm quite happy for the ends of those sprays of flour to be nice and free. So I'm just going to sit that down into that Tombow like so, and this one here is going to pop in that way and sit there as well. So I'm just going to push that down into that glue, and I'm just going to sit a block on that at the moment just to hold that in place. Okay, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. That's going to just hold that and adhere that down. It won't take long for that Tombow to take hold. So with my base, now my base is cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches, and I'm going to fold that in half. And I'm going to use my bone folder to crease that nicely. Okay, now I'm going to use some dimensionals, and I think I'm going to pop that up on the front of my card. So I'm just going to grab some dimensionals and pop that up. So I'm just going to use the edge of my mini dimensionals because it's got really nice, good, thick dimensionals along that edge. So one in each corner and one in the middle, and that will pop up that front layer onto my card. Okay, so I'm going to take off those backings. And layer that up onto my smoky slate layer. So just like so. And now I'm going to use my Tombow. I'm going to pop some Tombow on the back of this Whisper White layer, and I'm going to adhere that to my Flirty Flamingo layer. Tombow just gives you that wiggle room, so it allows you to be able to line up your layer and get your outside edge all nice and even where you want it to be. Okay, so just like that. And now with my Flirty Flamingo layer, that's going to go across the top there, and I'll pop that up with some dimensionals. One there, another one in the middle, and that one there. Okay, so we've got dimensionals going all the way across. Oh. That one doesn't want to stick. Let's get another one on there. That's a bit better. Okay, and we're just going to straddle that across that layer, and it's exactly the same length as my Flirty Flamingo there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of our new crystal effects, and this is it's shimmery crystal effects, so it's clear shimmer. And I'm just going to, on those stars, I'm going to pop a little bit in the middle of those stars. And then I'm going to use some of our new ice glitter just to bling up this card a little bit. And you will see with this shimmer effects, crystal shimmer effects, how pretty adding a little bit of glimmer does. Okay. There it is there. So I'm just going to bring in, sorry, a horrible scrap piece of paper. And I'm just going to sprinkle that glitter over that crystal effects. Now, I'm hopefully going to get that to shine in the camera. Okay. So that just adds a little bit of glimmer and shine to your project. Now I'm just going to bring in those two stamp sets that I've used again. So I've been using the framelits from the Itty Bitty Christmas bundle and the Stargazing stamp set to create this super cute customer thank you card for everybody that has shopped with me online through the month of August. So if you've been a person that has shopped with me online through the month of August, you'll be getting this also with your loyalty tokens if you have earned loyalty tokens during the month of August. So keep an eye on that letterbox, and one of these cards will be coming your way. So thank you for watching. If this is the first time you've watched, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You just hit the subscribe button down in that corner and there will be a little bell notification. If you click the bell notification, you will be notified every time I upload a video. So hopefully you enjoyed this quick crafting video, and keep an eye on this channel and you'll see more crafting videos like these. So everything that I've used in creating this card is available through my online store. You will find the link down below in the show more information down below, or you can go over to my website, which is www.stampingwithdonnag.com. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.